Judy Ballentine. I teach at the wonderful school, Nevada City Elementary, and you have the pleasure of listening to our children read today. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Bam, and the book I'm going to be reading is Harold and the Purple Crayon. One evening, after thinking it over for some time, Harold decided to go for a walk in the moonlight. There wasn't any moon, and Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight, and he needed something to walk on. He made a long, straight path so he wouldn't get lost, and he set off on his walk, taking his big purple crayon with him. But he didn't seem to be getting anywhere on the long, straight path, so he left the path for a shortcut across a field, and the moon went with him. The shortcut led right to where Harold thought a forest ought to be. He didn't want to get lost, so he didn't want to get lost in the woods. So he made a very small forest, just one tree. It turned out to be an apple tree. The apples would look very tasty, Harold thought, when they got red. So he put a frightening dragon under the tree to guard the apples. It was a terribly frightening dragon. It even frightened Harold. He backed away. His hand holding the purple crayon shook. Suddenly, he realized what was happening, but by then, Harold was over his head in an ocean.
Miss Ballentine?
Yes?
He came up thinking fast, and in no time, he was climbing aboard a trim little boat. He quickly set sail, and the moon sailed along with him. After he had sailed long enough, Harold made land without much trouble. He stepped ashore on the beach, wondering where he was. The sandy beach reminded Harold of picnics, and the thought of picnics made him hungry. So he laid out a nice, simple picnic lunch. There was nothing but pie, but there were all 9 kinds of pie that Harold liked best. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the end of this book, check it out at your local library. My name is William Galloway. I'm going to be reading Too Many Dogs. Big dog. Bigger dog. Biggest dog. Small dog, smaller dog. Smallest dog. Smallest of all. Smallest of the dog. Small. Waggy dog, shaggy dog. Dogs in a bunch. Slacky dog, slacky dog. Doggies eat lunch. Eating lunch. Scratchy dog, limping dog. Piggy dog. Tricky dog. Piggy dog. Happy, lappy, licky dog. Spotty dog, doggy dog, doggy dog. Dogs all about. Howly dog, grouchy dog. Dogs, please go. Doggies, please go out. Please get up. That's all. Woof. Thank you for letting me read.
Hi, my name is Bethany. I'm gonna read Are You My Mother? A mother bird sat on her egg. The egg jumped. Oh, oh, said the mother bird, my baby will be here. He will want to eat. I must get something for my baby bird to eat. She said, I will be back. So away she went. The egg jumped. It jumped and jumped and jumped. Out came the baby bird. Where is my mother? He said. He looked for her. He looked up. He did not see her. He looked down. He did not see her. I will go and look for her, he said. So away he went. Down out of the tree he went. Down, down, down. It was a long way down. The baby bird could not fly. He could not fly, but he could walk. Now I will go and find my mother, he said. He did not know what his mother looked like. He went right by her. He did not see her. He came to a kitten. Are you my mother? He said to the kitten. The kitten just looked and looked. It did not say a thing. The kitten was not his mother, so he went on. Then he came to a hen. Are you my mother? He said to the hen. No, said the hen. The kitten was not his mother. The hen was not his mother, so the baby bird went on. There, I have to find my mother, he said, but where is she? Where could she be? Thank you for letting me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, you can check it out at your local library. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alexa, and today I am going to read Sometimes I Pretend. Sometimes I have to do things I don't like, so sometimes I pretend. Sometimes when I have to go to bed, I pretend I'm taking off in a spaceship. Sometimes when I have to take a bath, I pretend I'm in a jungle pond. Sometimes when I have to clean up my room, I pretend I'm discovering buried treasure. Sometimes when I have to pick up my laundry, I pretend I'm feeding a friendly dolphin. Sometimes when I have to walk a long way, I pretend I'm a giant walking across the countryside. Sometimes when I have to share my toys, I pretend I'm Santa Claus. Sometimes when I have to stay inside on a rainy day, I pretend I'm swimming in a fishbowl. Sometimes when I have to stay in the car for a long time, I pretend I'm in a roller coaster. Sometimes when I have to clean up my spilt milk, I pretend I've stopped a flood. Sometimes when I have to get a shot from the doctor, I pretend I'm a robot and it doesn't even hurt. Sometimes when I have to, when I'm asked to eat my vegetables, I pretend I'm not hungry. But tonight I don't have to pretend because we're having pizza. Thank you for listening to me read.
Stay.
Hi, my name is Chrissy. I'm going to be reading A Fly Went By. I sat by the lake, I looked at the sky, and as I looked, a fly went by. A fly went by, he said, "Oh dear." I saw him shake, he shook with fear. And when I saw that fly go past, I asked him why he went so fast. I asked him why he shook with fear. I asked him why he said, "Oh dear." He said, "I must get out of here." The fly said, "Look, and you will see that frog. That frog is after me." The fly went past, the frog came fast. I asked the frog, I asked him why. "Why do you want to get that fly?" The frog said, "Me, I want no fly, but I must hop, and this is why." The cat, he said, "Just look and see. That cat," he said, "is after me." Then he was gone with one big hop. The cat ran up and I said, "Stop! Now stop, stop, stop." I told the cat, "Do not pick on the frog like that." The cat said, "Look, I want no frog. I have to get away from dog." So the fly ran away in fear of the frog, who ran from the cat, who ran from the dog. One ran from the other, and the other ran too, from one who came after. Now what could I do? Away past the lake went the fly and the frog. Away past the lake went the cat and the dog. They went past a shed, and they went up a hill. I ran, and I said, "I will stop them. I will." The fly does not know that the frog is not mad. The frog does not know that the cat is not bad. The cat runs in fear of the dog. I can tell if I stop him, then all will be well. I ran so fast. I came up to the dog at last. "Now stop," I said. "You are the one who did all this. Why do you run? Why do you want to bite that cat? You are bad to be like that." The dog said, "No, that is not so. I want no cat. The cat can go. I do not want to bite the cat. I run to get away from that pig." The pig, he said, "Look, thank you for letting me read my book. If you would like to hear the rest of The Fly Went By, check it out at your local library."
Hi, my name is Connor, and I'm going to read Alexander Who Used to Be Rich Last Sunday. It isn't fair that my brother Anthony has $2 and 3/4 and 1 dime and 7 nickels and 18 pennies. It isn't fair that my brother Nicholas has $1 and 2/4 and 5 dimes and 5 nickels and 13 pennies. It isn't fair because what I've got is bus tokens. And most of the time what I've mostly got is bus tokens. And even when I'm very rich, I know that pretty soon what I'll have is bus tokens. I know because I used to be rich last Sunday. Last Sunday, Grandpa Betty and Grandpa Louie came to visit from New Jersey. They brought lox because my father likes to eat lox. They brought plants because my mother likes to grow plants. They brought $1 for me, $1 for Nick, and $1 for Anthony because Mom says it isn't nice to say this. We like money a lot, especially me. My father told me to put the $1 away to pay for college. He was kidding. Anthony told me to use the $1 to go downtown to a store and buy a new face. Anthony stinks. Nicky said to take the $1 and bury it in the garden, and in a week a $1 tree would grow. Ha ha ha. Mom said, if you really want to buy a walkie-talkie, save my money. Saving money is hard, because last Sunday when I used to be rich, I went to Peterson's drugstore and I got bubble gum. After the gum stopped tasting good, I got more gum. And after that gum stopped tasting good, I got more gum. And even though I told my friend David I'd sell him all the gum in my mouth for a nickel, he still wouldn't buy it. Goodbye, 15 cents. Last Sunday when I used to be rich, I bet that I could hold my breath till 300. Anthony won. I bet that I could jump from the top of the stoop and land on my feet. Nick won. I bet that I could hide in the purple marble in my hand, and my mom would never guess which hand I was hiding it in. I didn't know that moms made children pay. Goodbye, another 15 cents. I absolutely was saving the rest of my money. I positively was saving the rest of my money, except that Eddie called me up and said that he would rent me his snake for an hour. I always wanted to rent a snake for an hour. Goodbye, 12 cents. Anthony said, when I'm 99, I still won't have enough for a walkie-talkie. Nick said, I'm too dumb to be let loose. My father said that there are certain words a boy can never say, no matter how ratty and mean his brothers are. Thank you for letting me read. If you would like to hear the ending of the story, check it out at your local library.
Hi, my name is Rocco Caravelli, and I'm going to read The Bear's Vacation. Hooray, hooray, we're on our way. Our summer vacation starts today. And here we are. What a wonderful trip. Let's get in the water. Let's go for a dip. Small bear, don't you go too far. I want to see you wherever you are. Don't you worry, don't you fear. I'll show him all the dangers here.
I'm watching that. I'm all set to go. Then here's the first rule you should know. Obey all warning signs. Look around. Are there any warning signs to be found? Yes, there is one, and I think you should know. It says in big letters, strong undertow. Oh yes, small bear, you're right. It does. Do you see how good my first rule was? Yes, Papa. Here, catch hold of this line. I'll be safe when I swim now. That lesson was fine. You will be safe when diving too after I give you rule number 2. Look first, then dive. When all is clear, now let's take a look. Is there anything near? Yes, Dad, there is. I see a twig. Never mind that, it's not very big. You proved it, Dad. Even a twig can be bad. Right, my son, that is very true. It's a pleasure to teach these rules to you. Dad, I'll remember the rules you gave. Now let's go surfing. Let's ride on a wave. Now we go on to rule number 3. Beware of all rocks when surfing at sea. Look, Papa, rocks right there ahead. If you'd like to hear the rest of this story, please go to your local library. Thank you for listening to me read.
Hi, my name is Brian. I'm going to read this book. Earl's Too Cool for Me. Earl's got a bicycle made out of hay. He takes rides on the Milky Way. Earl's too cool for me. Earl's got a hot hat with a real horse feather in it. He wears socks made of chicken leather. Earl's too cool for me. Earl knows how all the letters in the zoo alphabet. He caught wild boars in a butterfly net. Earl's too cool for me. Earl's been to France and South Zanzibar. He drove to China on an egg roll car. Earl's too cool for me. Earl's grew a rose from his fingernails. He turned green for the whales. Earl's too cool for me. Earl's floats a ship in his bubbly tub. He taught an octopus how to scrub. Earl's too cool for me. Earl swings with gorillas when if you want to hear the rest of this book, check it out at the local library.
Hi, my name is Beth, and the book I'm going to read is Just This Once. No, Liz, said Dad. You can't take the hippopotamus on vacation, but Liz howled, and the hippopotamus howled. All right, said Dad, just this once. So the hippopotamus went on the vacation. No, Liz, said Mom. The hippopotamus can't go on into the tent. But Liz howled, and the hippopotamus howled. All right, said Mom, just this once. So the hippopotamus went in the tent. No, Liz, said Dad. I will not have that hippopotamus in this boat. But Liz howled, and the hippopotamus howled. They made such a fuss that Dad said, all right, said just this once. So the hippopotamus jumped into the boat. No, Liz, said Mom, the hippopotamus can't go on the trampoline. But Liz howled, and the hippopotamus howled. All right, said Mom, just this once, but be careful. So the hippopotamus went on the trampoline. No, Liz, said Dad, the hippopotamus can't get into the swimming pool. But Liz howled, and the hippopotamus howled. All right, said Dad, just this once. So the hippopotamus got into the pool. Mom said, no, the hippopotamus can't come into the shop. But Liz howled, and the hippopotamus howled, and howled. I can't stand this noise, said Dad. All right, said Mom, just this once. So the hippopotamus went into the shop. No, Liz, said Mom, the hippopotamus can't skate. Can't go skating. Liz howled, and the hippopotamus howled. They howled and howled. Shall we ignore them? Thank you for listening to me read.
No,
If you want to hear the rest of this story, check it out at your local library.
Hi, my name is Megan, and the book I'm going to read is Trapper. In the crystal reaches of the stormy Atlantic Ocean of the north coast of Canada, there was a small frozen land called Samarkand. The clouds floated freely there, dancing softly in the snow-filled sky as the ocean washed over the icy rocks. Because of the crisp, brisk weather, furry little creatures called minstrel seals came from all over to play in the cold waters of the land. They were called minstrel seals because they always sang pretty songs to the sea. The seals spent all of their days eating the delicious fish that lived deep in the bays and sitting on the rocks and softly humming in the bright sunlight. Every day when the sun reached its highest, one of the seals would climb high onto the rocks and begin to sing a gentle melody song to the sea. One by one, the other seals would join in harmony until the most beautiful song was carried by the breeze of miles around. They would sing like that for hours and hours until a small minstrel seal called Trapper would join them and quietly begin to hum along. He would get so carried away by the pretty music that he would suddenly bellow out a sour note. It was so sour and so loud that the birds would lose their feathers in fright. The other seals would cringe at the sound, and one by one they would slide all alone noiselessly back to the sea, leaving Trapper all alone on the land of Samarkand, humming all by himself way out of tune. It would have been the very same to this day, except that the seals one by one started disappearing. Day by day, one or two seals would disappear, and the group would be that much smaller. The other seals did really mind because each... Thank you for letting me read this book to you. If you want to see the end, you can check it out at your local library.
Play with me, Minnie.
Wait. My name.
My name's Bobby. Play with me, Minnie. Play with me, please. We can stand on our heads. We can hang by our knees. Oh no, I can't play. I can't play with you, Freddie. Not now. Can't you see I am eating spaghetti? Now you can do it. Now you can play. Now we can jump on the bed for the rest of the day. No, I can't. No, I cannot. I cannot jump and play. Can't you see? I need more spaghetti, I say. I love it, I love it, I love it, I do. I love it so much more than me, more than you. I love it on pancakes. I love it with ice cream and ham and with pickles and cookies, bananas and jam. I love it with mustard and marshmallow stuff. I eat it all day. I just can't get enough. I eat it on trucks and I eat it in trees. You eat it too much. Won't you play with me, please? I can run in spaghetti. I can ride in spaghetti.
I can jump, I can slide, I can hide, I am spaghetti. I can skate on spaghetti and ski on spaghetti. And look at this picture, that's me on spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti. That's all you can say. I'm going to throw your spaghetti away. I'm going to throw it all over the bed, in the air, on your chair, on the floor, on your head. Thank you for letting me read. If you want to hear the end of this story, check it out at the local library.
My name is Ashley, and the book I'm going to read is The Dog Who Came to Dinner. Mr. Brown looked at the empty house next door. That house has been empty for a long time, he said. Yes, said Mrs. Brown, and it is such a nice house, too. I wish a nice family would move into it. A family with a girl, said Jane. A family with a boy, said Jimmy, but no one moved in. One day the Brown family went on a trip. When they came home, Mr. Brown cried, "Look, there is a new mailbox on the fence next door." Jimmy ran to look. The name on the box is Lane. "Oh, how nice," said Mrs. Brown. "Someone has moved into that empty house. We must make them feel at home," said Mr. Brown. "Yes," said Mrs. Brown, "I will ask them to come to our house for dinner." That night, when Mr. Brown opened the door, in came Mr. and Mrs. Lane, in came Peter and Peggy Lane, and in came a big dog. "How do you do?" said Mr. Brown. "How do you do?" said Mr. and Mrs. Lane. "It was nice of you to ask us to dinner. We are glad to have you," said Mrs. Brown. "Dinner will be ready soon." They all went into the living room and sat down. Mr. and Mrs. Brown talked to Mr. and Mrs. Lane. Jimmy Brown talked to Peter Lane. Jane Brown talked to Peggy Lane. The big dog ran round and round the room. He ran to Mr. Brown. "Bark, bark," he barked. Mr. Brown patted him. "Nice dog," he said. The dog ran to Mrs. Brown. He put his front paws in her lap. "Oh," cried Mrs. Brown, laughing. Then the dog ran to Mrs. Lane. He wagged his tail. Mrs. Lane patted him. "Nice dog," she said. Next, the dog ran to Mr. Lane. He sniffed at Mr. If you want to hear the rest of this book, check it out at your local library.
Thank you. Say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dakota, and I'm going to read Cookies Week. Cookies Week. On Monday, Cookie fell into the toilet. There was water everywhere. On Tuesday,
Cookie knocked a plant off the windowsill. There was dirt everywhere. On Wednesday, Cookie upset the trash can. There was garbage everywhere. On Thursday, Cookie got stuck in a kitchen drawer. There were pots and pans and dishes everywhere. On Friday, Cookie ran into the closet before the door closed. There were clothes everywhere. On Saturday, Cookie climbed the curtain. He and Cookie went everywhere. Tomorrow is Saturday. Maybe Cookie will rest. Thank you for letting me read, listening to me read.
Reading is fun!
What's fun?
Reading!
Where do you go to school?
Nevada City Elementary School!
And what grade are you in?
Second!
And who's your favorite dog?